First, the big news around Orascom has been the company's merger with the Russian group Vimpelcom. How's that working out?
Well, first of all, let's take a little bit of a step back. This transaction has been very complex. We had negotiated for about a year with the Russian, and before the Russian, we negotiated with many parties, including MTN of South Africa and a lot of other parties. On our side, we obviously had a big hurdle, which was the Algerian situation. So we had to sell this very interesting company with beautiful assets, but with a very tricky situation in Algeria. That's why it took a year and a very complex mechanism to make sure that all interests were aligned. Obviously, what is important is that there's going to be, I think, a long era of consolidation in the sector. This is the first big one in the emerging market, and I think this is setting the trend. Obviously, everybody is looking for purchasing power, but also for access to content. That is very important. If you want to supply iPhones, if you are just a local operator in Slovenia, you're not going to get the same access to Apple than if you have 200 and 300 million customers. So that is very important, and that's the name of the game.
Let's remind ourselves of how far Orascom has come from 200,000 subscribers in Egypt in the late 90s to more than 100 million subscribers now in 9 countries. What's driven that growth?
First of all, timing. I mean, obviously, '98 emerging market was, not developed in terms of mobile, and you can see that everywhere in the world, emerging market mobile went, for a tremendous growth. Why was this? Because these countries do not have infrastructure. They do not have fixed lines. So it was a natural thing to have infrastructure to build this mobile, which was much easier to build than a fixed line, to provide all the services that a country needs. So that's the macro. Obviously, the micro is that we believe that we are a very entrepreneurial company, that we are able to find the right people, to put them at the right spot, to take decisions very quickly, and this is why we probably went a bit faster than the other. The last thing is that we grew from acquisitions. We bought businesses in Pakistan in 2000. People said we were crazy to go in Pakistan. They said nobody has ever made money in Pakistan. We bought this license in Algeria for $753 million. People said we overpaid, and now this is worth $10 billion. So this just tells you a little bit about the entrepreneurial spirit and the fact that we are extremely driven by shareholder value.
So how do you reach customers in these countries? What makes the sale?
It's not that much different than in mature markets. So you have a traditional distribution system. We have our own shops. Then you have third-party retailers, third-party distributors. I think what is important is brand. Brand is very important. I mean, obviously that Nokia, for instance, in terms of handset, is the brand in emerging market. Obviously, quality of service, the right product is important. Price, that's very important. And this is why when you have the market leader in a country, it's very easy to price it well because you can offer what we call on-net tariffs, which means that when you call on our network, you pay less than you call another network. So that has been, basically driving this, this very strong customer growth.
Aldo Mareuse, thank you very much.
Thank you.